What is going on, guys? Your realtor Sarb sold it back again after a nice little hiatus. I'm going to be covering what I believe is the biggest scam in real estate today. And it's something called the junior bedroom floor plan for most new construction and pre-sold developments. What I mean by junior bedroom is you guys might have seen advertisements for them. They've kind of taken over the place of one bedroom and den, two bedroom and den, three bedroom and den floor plans in most new construction developments. They're just known as junior one beds, junior two beds, and junior three beds. I always advise my clients stay very far away from these. All they are, let's just take the junior two bed as an example. All they are is just a larger version of the den. So like a one bedroom and den, a larger version of that is just a junior two bedroom, but it's not even that much larger. It might be a few square feet bigger. I'm talking like 3 to 5 square feet bigger. Not even a substantial difference. Three bedroom and dens are now considered to be called junior three bedrooms. Large studios with maybe a partition wall are considered junior one bedrooms when in fact they're just a studio, maybe 8 to 10 square feet bigger. Still don't come with parking, maybe don't come with storage. But here's the thing. Developers, they'll take a junior two bed, junior three bed, something like that, and mark it up anywhere from 30 to 60K more than a traditional one bed and den or two bed and den floor plan, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's just a marketing ploy at the end of the day. People, instead of saying a one bed and den where people know they might not be able to, fit a small bed or convert it into a bedroom or anything like that, they give you a few extra square feet, tell you it's a junior two bedroom. They might put a small, very small closet in there, maybe a wall and a door to close it off. Most of the time, they don't come with windows, nothing like that. So it's basically just a large den. But because they're calling it a junior two bedroom, because they're calling it a two bedroom, people will perceive it as that. Right? And that's where people get stuck. So many people have been scooping up these junior two bedrooms, junior one bedrooms, and junior three bedrooms without realizing what they're actually buying. They're buying like 4 to 10 additional square feet, but they're paying $30,000 to $60,000 more. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't compute, investment-wise especially. Now, I believe it's a scam, but sometimes it can make sense, and that the only time actually it can make sense is if you're purchasing it basically on par with what the den units are going for. So let's say a junior two bedroom is priced, around the same as a traditional one bed, one bath and den in that development. Should have called it one bed and den. Sorry. But yeah, just a one bed and den unit, a traditional one. If the price is pretty on par, then yeah, go for the junior two bedroom. Maybe if it's even like $5,000 more, sure, go for the junior two bedroom, but not when it's, $30,000 to $60,000. You're not going to make that money up in the future. It doesn't make any sense. Right? All developers are doing is most of the time they're just getting rid of the smaller floor plans, like a one bedroom, one bath, the smaller one bed and dens, and then just implementing junior two beds into the development that they can mark up, sell at a higher price to you, the consumer. You think you're getting a great deal on what is considered what might be a two bed, one bath, or a three bed, two bath. But in actuality, when the project completes, when you walk through it, when you actually look at the finished product, it's going to be nothing like what was marketed to you. That junior bedroom, especially in some of these newer developments, they're coming in smaller than most dens. So you can't even fit any kind of bed in there. Maybe you could fit a crib if you had a toddler. But even if that was the case, I would tell most of my clients, just go for a traditional two bed, two bath. Or if you want to look at something older, a much older, larger two bed, one bath that actually has a second bedroom with the closet, with the window. But people get suckered into the marketing. It's absolutely ridiculous. You need to stay away from these floor plans. You will not see a return on your money in the future. As I'm getting through this video, I'm realizing this is more of a rant more than anything. But there's truth behind this rant. I've seen people already start to lose money on their investments. The appraisals on these junior 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, junior 1 bedrooms are coming in lower now that these projects are about to complete. If they need to assign it, there's less willing buyers that are looking at this specific floor plan. They're not willing to pay the premium that you paid when you initially got the unit. So people are having trouble completing on them. Appraisals are coming low. If you are looking to offload them to buyers, there's not a huge buyer pool for them. I tell my clients the same thing. Go for their traditional floor plans. Especially if you're looking at pre-sale. What you want to be doing is, okay, take studio out of the picture. Don't need to purchase one of those. Studios are just generally a bad investment. Go for a 1 bed, 1 bath that has decent square footage. And for new construction going into the future, that's usually well over 500 square feet. Maybe not well over, but at least like in the low 500 square foot and up. If you're in a concrete tower, getting 500 square feet, you're kind of lucky for a new 1 bed, 1 bath, but you should still be aiming for that. You shouldn't be looking at something that's like 460, 470 square feet. If you're going to move up to the bigger floor plans, go straight to the 2 bed, 2 bath. 2 bed, 2 bath has the best return on your money. Has the highest buyer pool in the future too when you're looking to sell it. Because 2 bed, 2 baths can be used by young couples, young professionals, families, individuals looking to move up from a 1 bed, 1 bath because they got kids on the way. It's also fantastic for downsizers as well. That's what most downsizers take a look at because they want to have the second bedroom for when family visits, kids visit, something like that. Empty nesters especially, they're going to go from a house to generally a 2 bed, 2 bath. If they're going to go into a townhome, it's going to be a 2 bed and den townhome, something like that, where they can get it for the lowest price possible and kind of, make the most out of selling their home and then downsizing. 1 bed, 1 bath, 2 bed, 2 bath are the two real winners when it comes to floor plans. 1 bed and den can make sense. I do like 1 bed and dens in a lot of developments if they're priced right. And if that den is actually functional. You don't want the den that's literally just, 5 square feet and maybe all you're going to be able to get in there is it's basically a nook. You don't want that. If it's an actual den, that's good. It can be worth it. 2 bed and den's kind of the same thing. Now a lot of developments you're finding 2 bed and dens for the same price as 2 bed, 2 baths. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, yeah, of course, go for it. You're getting the extra space, extra square footage. Why not? Right? You don't want to go anything bigger than a 2 bed and den. People look at 3 bed condos and think that'll be a good investment. A family would want that. No. Nobody wants that. I'm not going to say nobody wants that. People of course, there's a type of buyer for every type of property at the end of the day. But the buyer pool for that is so small because if somebody's going to start looking at extra bedrooms, they're going to drift away from a condo. At a 3 bed, 2 bath condo and a 3 bed, 2 bath townhome, more buyers are going to go towards the townhome. More space. They can, for the most part, drive their car into their home. They don't have to take down the elevators to underground parking or anything like that. They'll spend the little extra money that they have to spend to, instead of getting into a 3 bed, 2 bath condo, get into a 3 bed, 2 bath townhome. Stick to these traditional floor plans. 1 bed, 1 bath, over 500 square feet. 2 bed, 2 bath, ideally over 750 square feet. Most of them are coming in smaller, but I would even say closer to the 800 square foot mark. As close as you can get to that, great. That's what you want to be focusing on. Don't fall for the scam that is these junior floor plans. They suck. You're not going to make your money. It's just money down the drain. They have no resale value. Your money's just going to get stuck there. Stay away from them. And I'm going to end it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. I hope you guys find it helpful. Like I said, please stay away from those floor plans. That's what I'm going to end it off with. If you're looking into pre-sales and you don't know where to start or what the best opportunity for you may be or what the best floor plan is or what type of project to get into for investment purposes versus living in, if you need help with new construction and pre-sales, give me a shout. My information's in the bio. You can schedule a call with me. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay?